Hey button pushers, it's time to cast the controller on over once again. Welcome back to A Normal Lost Phone. Last time we again just read through the text messages. There's a lot of these things. We got some tea, learned some things, found the first person who left Sam on red rather than replying and Sam leaving them on red, which was Alice. And now we're going to read Melissa's. The girlfriend, the ex, the drama, the intrigue, the interlude. I don't know. I'm feeling dramatic and hyper, so let's go read Melissa. I hear that the music has stopped. I probably need to play it again if I want to, but good old, it's 11. I've had this phone for an hour in game. I keep looking at the top of the screen. Okay. Oh, finally. Heart. Me right in front of the cinema this evening. Okay, I just found this in my bag. Did it come from you by any chance? Aw, Sam and Mellisa. How adorable. Yes, I slipped it into your bag at the theater yesterday when you went to the bathroom. Why, did I miss an important date yesterday, like our first kiss or something? Not at all. I just want to make you happy. I'm disgusted by how sweet this is because it's going to go bad. It's going to go so bad. I can feel it. Something's going to happen. Aw, you didn't have to. How sweet of you. Did you draw it? Yeah, but I based it on the picture we took during the holidays. Oh, yeah, I see that. Speaking of, I lost that picture when I switched phones. Send it to me? I took it with my camera, so I've got it in the PC. I'll send it to you by email soon. As soon as we figure out Melrin's zip code. I hope I don't have to Google it. I hope it's a fictional place and that they tell me. Thanks. The truth is that I like your drawing more than the picture. You draw so well, so are you sure you don't want to try art school next year? That's nice of you, but I swear other than portraits, I can't do much, and I really want to go to a vet school. When are the results of the entrance exam again? December 23rd, but that's just the first step towards admission. There are other written and oral tests afterwards. I'm stressing so hard right now. She's got a dream, a passion. Right before you go on vacation, at least you'll be able to take your mind off of it if you don't get in. I see you believe in me. Okay, Melissa, darling. One-on-one. And also all the people watching the video because Melissa can't actually hear me. When someone says something like that, they're not saying, I don't believe in you. They're saying, I'm glad that if things go wrong, you're not at the worst state you can be. Which isn't not believing in you. It's being someone who's been in the worst state and being grateful that someone you love isn't. So, try not to take comments like that personally. And I'm applying this to Melissa, myself, and anyone watching who might need this kind of information. It's not saying, I don't believe in you. It's saying, I want you to be happy even if you fail. Which I feel like is a very sweet message. Let's go see how Melissa fucked it up. Sorry, I'm sure you make it. I believe in you. I love you. Me too. I always prefer when people say I love you too rather than me too because that seems very escapist. But that's just my persnickety. Rachel tried to call me 5 times this morning. I didn't have the nerve to answer her today. Do you know what she wants? I don't know, but she sent me a message too asking how she can get a hold of you. I'll let her know today's not a good day. Thanks. I'll get back to making up boxes. Let me know what she wants. Just the password for the Melrin Wi-Fi. Lol. How is the move? Not too exhausted? So much. I don't know how my grandmother collected so many things. She's old. She's had time to collect a lot of things. If that's the case, I'm fucked. I already have so many things. I'm doing the second. We're going to have lots of interludes and derailments because I'm officially at maximum cannot focus. A few years ago, did a resolution where I tried to get rid of 300. I tried to get rid of, use up, or give away 365 items in a single year. And from what I recall, I not only met it, I exceeded it, and I managed to downsize a lot of my stuff. Well, been a few years, and I've accumulated more stuff because that's how I do. I like finding little things, and a lot of it is craft supplies I hoard and never use. And come on, train of thought, don't fail me now. I'm doing it again this year, and I'm up to, I think, 40-ish items. I got rid of 13 pens and pencils the other day because they either were ones I didn't use or didn't work or this or that. I've gotten rid of a bunch of a handful of things that I would not usually have gotten rid of because they still technically had use, which includes a backpack I've had since elementary school. Yeah, you heard me right. Elementary school. I don't even remember which year. So I'm getting rid of that because it has holes and there's gum that has since dried. That's how old it is. That got stuck in one of the pockets I didn't use, and thus it was still a functional backpack. I really liked it. One of the handles, I think, the adjustable part's broken, so it's tied in place. It needs to go. A lunchbox I never used that I then immediately needed to use. A week after I put it in the pile to go into the Goodwill box, I got my wisdom teeth pulled, which was a week ago. And I had to go back in and take the lunchbox out so I could fill it with all the pudding and stuff that I needed to eat at work because I couldn't have my granola bars that I take to work normally. Gosh, just derail, left, gone. What? I don't remember what prompted this. Melissa, what did you say to get me on the collecting things? Yes, that's what she said. Okay, looping back around. If you find you are struggling with having too much stuff, one of the biggest things I recommend is the 365 items in a year thing, because for one, you can have days where you get rid of everything. I threw away 13 pens in one day. Or you can have days where you don't get rid of anything. Using up stuff is the big one, because if you save things for fancy occasions, like that Switzerland hot cocoa or the bath bomb that you bought a year ago, the special occasion can be that you used the item. You don't have to wait for a good day to use a good thing. You can make a normal day good by using it. So try to use your stuff. Try to go through and think hard about what you actually need of what you have and what sparks joy, to be cliche. And honestly, there is some stuff you're going to find that you're just like, why do I still have this? Like that backpack I mentioned. I should note, I have another backpack. I didn't keep it because it was my only backpack. I just am very bad. Anyway, complete side tangent resolved. Maybe because of that I'll let you guys have like an extra 5 minutes of the video or something. Resume. Don't make fun of my grandma. How was your date? None of that's making fun of her. Not bad. What did you do? I went out and played board games. With who? Thomas, Alice, Martin. Wasn't Alice there? Yes. So why did you lie to me? I didn't lie to you. Why didn't you tell me from the start that Alice was there? Are you hiding something from me? Melissa is overreacting. But it sounds like Sam deliberately didn't mention Alice to test if Melissa would overreact. And that kind of lends credence to Melissa reacting that way. It's just, this is a complicated situation, but if you cannot trust your partner to be with friends of the gender they are attracted to, then you do not trust your partner, and you need to evaluate that. If it's a personal issue, you need to work on it before you date someone. If it's a communication issue with your partner, you need to discuss that with them. This is turning into Cassie's lecture of therapizing, whatever the fudge. This is turning into a lecture series for some reason, but like, if you don't trust someone, the answer to that isn't to test them until they prove themselves to you, because there will always be a kernel of distrust. It is to communicate that with them and figure out where it's coming from and if it's resolvable. And here's the big one, the reason why people don't do this. If you cannot trust them, if you can't resolve it, if you can't figure it out, if you can't chill your tits, you should not be with them. Whether it's a you problem or a them problem, if there is not trust, there's no relationship. Which is why these two don't last, doesn't it? Exactly, you get jealous every time I mention Alice. I told you 1,000 times Alice is just a friend, but she's my best friend. I don't want to stop seeing her. You really need to stop trying to talk me out of it. Again, do not try to talk people out of seeing their best friends. Those are emotional connections that you want them to have. Sorry, I'm stupid. Melissa, you're tricking them into arguing so that you can be right. I just need assurance sometimes, you know? I've never known men and women friendships before you and that Alice. That Alice. You're my only one. Aww. Now, I'm sure I'd be less jealous if you introduced me to her one day. That's a little fair. It's a lot harder to be jealous of people once you actually know them. it's also sometimes easier to be jealous of people once you actually know them. But when someone's an idea rather than a person, it's easier to mistreat them. I'm sure it'll happen soon enough. Yeah, but why not right now? Because it's already 10 p.m. You're right, I'm off to bed then. Sleep well, my gummy bear. Good night, Melissa, cutie. I'm gonna gag. I'm not a big endearment person. Like, I use my lovely, and that's actually a recent thing. I don't think I used endearments with my partner until, like regularly used them until, like, several years in. And I don't really use them with friends. Like, I'm working on it. I don't know why, but the language of endearments just never comes to me naturally. Gummy bear. What does that imply? Not gonna ask. These are teenagers. Only 10 days. You're even more excited than I am. You know it's just a movie. You mean the most awaited movie in the history of the galaxy. Can you imagine if it's lame? No, it's gonna be great. Hey, I've just a thought. Your cousin Tio, is he gonna be at your dad's birthday party? No, why? Yeah, he makes me uncomfortable. I feel like he's trying to undress me with his eyes every time he looks at me. It's true, he is a bit strange like that, but don't worry, he's not gonna be there. I don't like that. We're gonna a pin in that, and we'll come back to that if it's necessary. Because I've been derailing us far too much. It's already 11:11. Make a wish. A wish for Sam to walk up and be like, oh, hey, you found my phone, and then we can just call it a day. Tomorrow is the big day. Shall we meet in front of the theater? Yes, I'm coming in cosplay. Oh, you'll embarrass me. I don't care. I forgot my math textbook in my locker. Are you still at school? Could you get it for me and bring it tonight? Sure, I'll get it. Did you change your locker's password? You put Alice's birthday, didn't you? Sad face? Conclusion jumping, Miss Melissa. Conclusion jumping. Alice's birthday. Why would they even? What? No, not at all. It's still your birthday. It's just first the month, then the day. Melissa. I got it. Thanks. See you tonight. Thanks for coming to my dad's birthday tonight. Your cake was so good. Lol, you're welcome. My pleasure. Your dad ate 3 servings. I want cake. Can you send me the photo of my dad blowing out the candles? The one I took on my cell was awful, so I deleted it. I hope your camera worked better than my phone. It's to send to my grandma. I'll transfer the photos from my SD card tomorrow and send you what I've got. It's a shame she couldn't make it. Yeah, I'm sad she can't get out anymore. I just thought of it. Do you think she'll want the photos of you at your concert, too? Pardon me, I did burp a little bit in the middle of that. Oh, yeah, you reminded me. She's been asking for the last 6 months. I'm such a terrible grandson. I'll send you tomorrow, too. Thanks. Okay. It's 2 days later. Must have been an email. I saw Helen today. She told me what happened with Sebastian. I figure I can tell you about it because she said you'd already talked it over. This whole thing sucks. Why didn't you tell me yesterday? Yeah, it's seriously not cool. I didn't want to tell you before Helen did to respect her privacy, but believe me, I wanted to tell you badly. It made me so mad. Okay, I get it. It's actually kind of cool that you don't share other people's secrets. I don't trust any word out of Melissa's mouth. It all feels like a game, a test. Like she's trying to talk her way around Sam to get Sam to admit to things she believes Sam's doing that Sam isn't. Okay, let's see. I'm getting so invested. It's like, it's just text messages. When it's going to get interesting? And then I'm like, Melissa. I'm starting to regret having a face cam on. Let me tell you that. I could just chop it. Nothing there. She also told me that it was you who convinced her to come talk to me. Well done. I really think I found the right words to help her. I didn't doubt for a single second that you'd provide excellent support. Which gets me thinking. To convince her, did you tell her about you know what? No, I don't share other people's secrets like you said. Thanks, no problem. I got my results. I can't bring myself to open them. Oh, come on. Waiting won't change the results inside the envelope. You're right. Well, I'm opening. Well, negative. Oh, no. You want me to come see you? I just want to curl up into a ball and cry by myself right now. I don't want to leave you alone at a time like this. I'm taking a shower and coming. No, seriously, don't come. Truth is, I don't even have the time to curl up into a ball, but between stress over the results and the talk with Helen, I haven't had time to pack for tomorrow, and I really need to take care of it. Melissa, let Sam come over. Let Sam help you. Hell, have Sam pack for you while you do the curling in a ball crying thing. Let the people you love help you, because maybe their love language is acts of service. Just, stop, forget the second part. And this is to you, this is to me. This is to several of my friends that I'm not going to call out specifically, but they know who I'm talking about. Let your friends help you. Let the people who love you help you. You are not a burden. And, better phrasing, even if you have moments where you are a burden, if someone chooses to take up that burden, it means you are a burden worth bearing. Humanity is linking shoulders and carrying a burden together. And by separating yourself out, you are preventing others from carrying your burden, but you are also preventing yourself from being part of the community. Let the loved ones around you help you, and help them when you're better. And it's hard to accept help when you don't feel right or when something goes wrong, because then you're admitting that you don't feel right or something went wrong, and you can sometimes take it personally. I personally struggle a lot with that. If I don't achieve, if I don't make everything happen, then I'm less. I'm not worth my existence. I'm not worth the attention, and I'm not worth the help. Those are always thoughts ready in the back of my mind, like one of those machines that slings plates to be smashed. But they're all false. You are worthy by existing. End of story. Because you exist, you are worth attention. You are worth love. You do not have to do anything to earn it. You do have to do stuff to maintain relationships. But if someone offers their help or their love or their affection to you, by turning it down, you are not removing a burden from them. What you are doing is you are blocking them out. I'm circling around a point that I haven't made well enough, and that's why I'm still talking. But ultimately, if someone wants to help you, then they want to help you. Don't try to stop them because you don't feel worth it. Don't try to stop them because you don't think they should. Like for their sake. If someone wants to help you, they've made that decision, and you can stop them. But if you're stopping them, don't do it because you don't think you're worth the help. I don't think I'm going to make the point as succinctly as I want. I don't even know how much of this I'm going to keep in. I got emotional. I shared it with y'all. We're going to move on and pretend that we're going to keep going and read how things went with Mellisa. No, okay. Okay, but if you need to talk, call me. I'll call you before going to bed. See ya. Just let Sam come over, Mellisa. I'm at the airport thinking of you. We'll see each other for New Year's Eve. Oh, right. I forgot that shit goes down then. Enjoy your holidays. Happy Christmas to my big gummy bear. Happy Christmas to the most beautiful girl. I can't wait for tomorrow. I miss you. This holiday week felt like months without seeing you. I bet you even saw that Alice. Again. That Alice. I promise, this isn't going to be another interlude. Mellisa is referring to that Alice to dehumanize her. No, I didn't see her. I couldn't think of anything but you this whole week. Can't wait for tomorrow. I have a big surprise tonight, something to really celebrate the new year. You don't want to know what it is, sending you a photo clue. I see. Mellisa. I like Melissa's hangers. That's not the part I'm supposed to be focusing on right now, but all I can think is I want hangers that look like that. Wooden with pink ribbon and like clips. And presumably also little hooks. Oh. Okay. See that and you respond with, I'm sorry, but I'm not coming. I know we were looking forward to tonight, but it's time to admit things. We're at very different points in our lives and we don't want the same things anymore. We're not the teens we were before. I realize how horrible it is to tell you this way, but I'm too much of a coward to say things face to face. I hope you still enjoy your evening and find joy in 2016. Oh, Mellisa. Oh, Sam. Wait, you're kidding, right? Are you dumping me? What the hell? Everything was fine until now. Did something happen during the holiday? You can't leave me. We love each other. Nothing happened during the holiday. I just don't feel the same way as I did before. Wait, you can't break everything between us on an impulse. Come to my place and we'll talk about it. No, I made up my mind and I want to spend the evening alone. Sorry. Fuck you. I'm not going to comment on this because I've only been through one breakup and it was an entirely different situation, but like, dang. I know it seems really stupid to tell you everything right now, but I'm really sorry. 7. Okay, so it's been a week. Okay. This is a week later. But I'm really sorry for everything that happened. You're awesome. You deserve better than an asshole like me. I'm really sorry that I made you suffer that much. Tell me what I can do to help you get better. Just ask. You know I'd move mountains for you. What I want is you. You are and you've always been the only person I wanted in my life. Anything but that. If I can do anything else to apologize to help you get better, just say it. I don't ever want to hear from you again. Please don't write to me. Don't come to me at school. Stay away. You're toxic, Sam. You're the worst thing that happened to me. So I don't know the whole story yet. And I can't fully remark on anything. But it really seems to me like Mellisa is lashing out at Sam. Like, I think Mellisa was the more toxic one by constantly putting Sam through tests, constantly second-guessing Sam's every word, constantly, every time she said anything happy, it was almost always mentioned in some voice with Alice, and how much she didn't trust about Alice, and Alice, that Alice. The worst thing, oh, God. Not gonna comment on it. What I saw there was a lot of Sam trying to please Mellisa. No, I'm not. I wasn't with Alice. No, I didn't see Alice. No, I didn't do that. And it's always Mellisa getting defensive. And yes, Sam should have done the breakup in person, but if they did, we wouldn't have had a record of it. That you got to give Sam a little bit of the credit for that cowardice because it's part of the game. And Sam trying to make things better is a good thing. A week for no contact to make things settle, and then trying to be like, hey, reconnect. Like, I don't want to be with you, but we were friends. Like, can I do anything to help you? That seemed like a very decent thing to do for me. And the fact that Mellisa could go from one message being like, what I want is you, to the next message, and I'll check the timestamps, to the next message, she's like, you're toxic, you're the worst thing. That kind of mood switch does not say good things about the whole situation, especially how Melissa's handling it. So we're just gonna scroll back, and then that is 7 p.m. Yes, that's 6-minute difference between what I want is you, you're the only person I've wanted in my life, anything but that, just say it and I can help. And like, that's not even right there anything. Like, all that happened is Sam established Sam's boundaries. Sam was like, my boundaries, I can't be with you. And Mellisa was like, well then fuck you. And that kind of open disrespect for boundaries is a very big red flag. Okay, how long did that take? A full 24 minutes? Oh, geez. Well, I'm sure some of that will get cut out, but this may be a longer episode because I went on that very big tangent. Several of them, in fact. So that's definitely going to mark the end of my turn. Let me just cast the controller on back to you and hope you pass along again soon. Bye-bye, guys. I'll see you next time. I almost forgot that part.